Hey everyone, what's going on? Just another hopefully short video in regards to this story we got a week ago or so about Shane McMahon being in a helicopter crash that landed in water. And I'm pretty sure that this is a tribute to either WrestleMania 33 or the upcoming SummerSlam that is in 33 days. It was 33 days after the story came out. And the WWE, WWF, it's been predictive programming for a super duper long time, you know? Think about like Hulk Hogan, right? Hulk Hogan, Mr. America. He joins the NWO, the New World Order. I want to show a clip really quick of somebody posted this video a long time ago on YouTube, but it was Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, who were the Mega Powers, and they talk about they're going to fight the Twin Towers. It was in 1989, and they talk about how the Twin Towers are going to come crumbling down, and they even bring up terrorist attack a bunch. I want to show this clip, and then I'll go back and explain a little bit more. You know, it's a really short post, but it's super coded by the numbers. And in the video, I'm going to show gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words, which is used by the Freemasons, the Zionists, the Jesuits, the people who rule over us every day, the people who, you know, do all this predictive programming, the people who create our movies, the people who, you know, create the news, or they give us the news, and they code it all by this system. And I'll leave a link in the description. You can check that video out. And it's 15 minutes. It'll make a lot more sense of what I'm talking about in this video. But hopefully you can hear this. I'm going to play this short clip here so you can see clear back in 1989, they were even talking about terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and whatnot.
We're going to have one well in the main event right here after this commercial message. Twin Towers, take it, BG. It's with the Apistai, the Slickster, a key in the African dream, and a big boss man. Gentlemen, is this the match you wanted all along? Or are you going to continue your terrorist attacks on the Mega Powers and the defenseless Elizabeth? What?
One thing I want to point out, too, it is interesting that this guy right here, his name is Akeem, and him and Big Boss Man are the Twin Towers. And I don't know, I haven't figured it out, but remember the Twin Towers in the NBA, the Houston Rockets or whatever, Akeem Olajuwon, right, was one of them. So Akeem Olajuwon, and then Akeem, this guy, is also the Twin Tower in the WWF or whatever. So I don't know, just something to think about. Just wanted to point that out, but let's go back to it.
Do you want? Oh yeah, we are anxiously awaiting the presents, and they're just about on their way now. The Twin Towers, and Akeem, along with the Big Boss Man. And they are indeed towers, McMahon. Look at the size of these two. Huge. All right, thank you, Vince McMahon. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, the lovely Elizabeth. Three people working as one with one goal in mind. To defeat, or should I say demolish, the Twin Towers. Hulk Hogan, you talked about the Triangle of Love. Jesse Ventura says there's a problem. Explain. Well, you know me, Gene. You got right to the heart of the matter with that question, brother. It's the mob, man, that's going to supercharge the Mega Powers and tear down the Twin Towers. Yes, man. What were your thoughts then? Oh, yeah, me, Gene. I can still feel the pain when that cold steel bit into Elizabeth's wrist right there. And when her muscles were torn, my muscles were torn. When her bone was bruised right there, I felt the pain. Hulk Hogan felt the pain, and I can still feel the pain right now. And Hulk Hogan, that pain won't stop until the Twin Towers come crumbling down. Oh, yeah, right now, tonight, on prime time.
It's just so ridiculous, you know? They put that in your face clear back in 1989, talking about the Twin Towers come crumbling down and stuff. And, you know, 9/11 super coded by the numbers as well. You know, Flight 77 hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon exactly 77 minutes after takeoff. The Pentagon on the 77th meridian. And if you write out 77, it even equals 175. Remember Flight 175 that had 56 passengers hit the South Tower exactly 56 minutes after takeoff? If you write out South Tower in gematria, it equals 56. Osama bin Laden equals 56. The word president equals 56. Throughout history, Adolf Hitler equals 56. Saddam Hussein equals 56. ISIS equals 56. Paris, France equals 56. The big way in gematria, Osama bin Laden equals 110. The World Trade Centers were 110 stories tall. Building 7 that fell was called the Solomon Brothers Building. Solomon Brothers Building equals 110. So, the odds. There's just so much more I could talk about in regards to that. There's a lot of 47 as well. The 47-story building 7. Tons of stuff. It all goes back to Jesus. The word Christ equals 77 as well. September 11th equals 77. World Trade Center equals 77. Even the Pentagon is right next to a highway, Highway 110. And also, remember last year in the NBA Finals in 2016 when the Cavaliers won? Remember they were down 3-1, and then LeBron James wore the Undertaker shirt, right? And then it was super coded to when the Ultimate Warrior died. Remember, the Undertaker got beat at WrestleMania just before the Ultimate Warrior died in 2014. So LeBron James wears the Undertaker shirt. And then even after they win and they go back to Cleveland, he comes out of the plane wearing the Ultimate Warrior shirt. And then this year, the Golden State Warriors signed Kevin Durant, the Ultimate Warrior. No wonder they won, but Brock Lesnar, the guy who broke the Undertaker streak, Brock Lesnar in gematria equals 69, just like Cleveland Cavaliers. And Cleveland has a huge connection to the WWE as well, because Cleveland was all about 51. The WWE equals 51. Cleveland equals 51. LeBron James equals 51. Cleveland Cavs 51. Quicken Loans, where they play. Quicken Loans equal 51. They hadn't won a sports championship in 51 years. And then they won. Or, Cleveland hadn't won a sports championship in 51 years. But let's move on to this story. Just wanted to talk a little bit about predictive programming and things, and also how it's, included in fake wrestling, scripted sports, NFL, NBA, it's all the same way. We're just not taught that. People still pay money to watch scripted sports, but they're all scripted. And I've had tons of videos showing this. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, on to this story about Shane McMahon. Who knows if it even truly happened or if it's just a made-up story and they wanted to code it by the numbers. But instantly, when I saw that the guy from the WWE was at a helicopter crash, it reminded me, Donald Trump said he was Batman in a helicopter at the Iowa State Fair and whatnot. Batman equals 51. The word helicopter equals 51. I've talked a lot about this previously. Like, Donald Trump's even exactly 15 years, 51 days older than Barack Obama. But anyway, Shane McMahon in gematria equals 51. The word helicopter equals 51. WWE equals 51. That's why we're getting a story about Shane McMahon being in a helicopter crash. And look at his birthday even, January 15th. In most parts of the world, they write it as 15/1, a lot like 151, which is a lot like the mirrors, 15 and 51. And even if it's 115, I'll show why that's significant in a second. But he's currently the commissioner of SmackDown Live as well. SmackDown Live equals 151. He's syncing up with his birthday. The headline even talks about the crash landing in water. If you write that out in gematria, it equals 200. Who knows? Could be a coincidence, but just pointing out that equals 200, and it happened on the 200th day of the year. And I just don't watch enough WWE. Like, once in a great while, I watch like WrestleMania usually, sometimes SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble, but I don't really watch it on a regular basis. I'm sure if other people have watched this all the time, they would be able to just completely, absolutely destroy this story. But I noticed that the day this story happened, it was 33 days before SummerSlam this year. And then, remember, we just had WrestleMania 33 on 4/2. Both of these numbers important to Freemasonry. The word Freemason equals 42. The highest known degree is 33. And it all goes back to Jesus, who supposedly died on the cross at the age of 33. I also pointed out that this was also 3 months, 17 days after WrestleMania 33. And I just discovered the other day, because of this weird thing that happened to me when The Simpsons was on TV about the Freemasons, but Scottish Rite Freemasonry equals 317 in the reverse method of gematria. So interesting, it's 3 months, 17 days after this big Masonic day in connection with the WWE. And also Scottish Rite Freemasonry, the small way, equals 115. Remember Shane McMahon, born on January 15th? A lot like 115. The word Freemasons with an S equals 115. If you write out Freemasonry in the reverse method, it equals 158. If you write out 158, it equals 317. You know, just like Scottish Rite Freemasonry. The day that this story about Shane McMahon crashing in a helicopter, it was July 19th, the day that leaves 165 days in the year. Scottish Rite equals 165. And I also went back and just looked at to see if he actually wrestled in WrestleMania 33 this year. I didn't watch it, but it says that he lost to AJ Styles in WrestleMania 33. AJ Styles at Gematria equals 51. Just like WWE, you know, just like Helicopter, just like Shane McMahon. So, who knows? Just another coded story. Interesting, a helicopter crash, you know, and we had, not too long ago, we also had the helicopter crash that crashed in the golf course, and it was reminding us of Black Hawk Down. You know, who knows? Maybe it's something to do with Donald Trump. The word helicopter equals 159 in the reverse method. Donald Trump equals 159 in the reverse method. I've talked about Donald Trump. Trump equals 88. This year will be the 88th anniversary of the stock market crash. Donald John Trump equals 185, just like stock market crash. Just like World Trade Centers. Or, I mean, actually just World Trade Center. But who knows? I'll have to think more about it. I also noticed that the story of the Black Hawk Down on the golf course, it came 3 months and 3 days before the story about Shane McMahon in the helicopter. And, you know, just think about that in regards to WrestleMania 33 and then the story coming 33 days before SummerSlam. But I'm just going to leave it at that. You know, if you know more about the WWE and you learn gematria and you look at some of these stories, you probably uncover a whole lot more than I can. But I'm pretty sure that these helicopter stories have something to do with Donald Trump. And, you know, it's all just predictive programming for, you know, maybe not to kill him or this or that, but just for an upcoming event. That's what it seems to happen a lot of times. And they do a lot of tributes to past events as well. So, who knows? Leave it at that. Have a good one. Peace.